Birshut Rabbanim, with the permission of the rabbis, I would like to share a few words this Shabbat. So I heard an offer this week. Very interesting, to be honest. I think I am paying a lot of money on cell phones, and I thought it was a good time to change company. So, I mean, I don't want to, there are many lawyers in the room, so I don't want to do any type of publicity, but I am affiliated with a company that starts with a V, okay? And ends with Horizon. Okay, so the sellers of this new offer were very engaging, and they told me many things of the offer that includes unlimited data, unlimited talk, unlimited emails and text, all the things that the modern rabbi needs. And they also mentioned that I can transmit from my cell phone internet connection to a computer. I was a little bit disoriented by that. I mean, I did I wasn't able to understand. You know, I'm not a very techie guy, so sorry. No, I'm looking at Adam, and I know. Well, I am a techie guy, but I'm making up this story in order not to make a sermon up. Okay, so anyway. I was a little bit disoriented, and so I asked for further explanation. So to make a long story short, it is that you can send signal from your phone to a computer, so you can navigate on your computer too. So I look at them and I said, I mean, like, tell me a little bit more about this. And I said, do you have a router at home? And I said, yes, because yes. So you can become a router. What a statement, I said. You can become a router. So these people didn't know who I am. So at that point, I thought it was time to tell them who I am. So I told them a story of the two antennas that got married. Have you ever heard the story of the two antennas that got married? So the story is that two antennas got married. So the ceremony was so-so, but the reception was great. So they looked at each other and they said, by the quality of the jokes, you must be a rabbi. In any case, I was taken by that phrase, you can become a router. And that was a really, really meaningful phrase. So now go figure how I can make a sermon out of it. So anyway, we have in today's Parsha a lot of topics. And one of them is that there are a lot of complaints. Our Parsha presents first the mitonenim. Group of people, it says, Vayehi A'am, the people, ki mitonenim ra beoznei Hashem. The people who are complain badly, that's what I meant to say, complain badly to the people, to God. The Torah doesn't explain why they complain, but they just love to protest. And they did it. They complained badly, mitonenim ra, says the Torah. So they love to complain. No reason, but they complain. So this is the first complaint, without any reason. Then, immediately after this protest against God, and without any reason, there's another protest. It says, Be'asaf Suf. Additional people, like all those who took advantage of the liberation and became part of the Jewish people, they said that they were tired. Be'asaf Suf, the people who were additional to the people of Israel, they were tired and they were bored of eating manna. They wanted meat. And probably they were Argentinian. They love meat, but they wanted a good barbecue, and I really don't blame them. You know, every day eating manna, but they added, they said, Zacharnu et hadaga asher achalnu b'Mitzrayim chinam. We remember the delights we ate in Egypt. In modern terms, we ate sushi, we ate caviar, we ate ribeye steak. Everything was there in Egypt, and we want that back. Wait a second, they were slaves in Egypt. They didn't eat delicious things. They didn't have great dishes. No whipped cream. They just complain. And guess who else complains? Who else complains? Do you think he's going to complain too? Moses, right, Moses. He says to the Lord, why have you brought this trouble on your servant? What I have done to displease you, that you put the burden of all these people on me? Did I convince all these people? Did I give them birth? Why do you tell me to carry them in my arms, as a nurse carries an infant to the land you promised on oath to their ancestors? Where can I get meat for all these people? They keep wailing to me, give us meat to eat. I cannot carry all these people by myself. The burden is too heavy for me. If this is how you are going to treat me, please go ahead and kill me. If you have found favor in your eye, if I have found favor in your eyes, and don't let me face my own ruin, just kill me. Wow, Moses also complains. Moses is upset and cannot handle this anymore. And here is God's answer. The Lord said to Moses, bring me 70 of Israel's elders who are known to you as elders and officials among the people. Have them come to the tent of the meeting, and they may stand there with you. I will come down, says God, and speak with you there, and I will take some of the power of the Spirit that is on you and put it on them. They will share the burden of the people, and you will not have to carry them alone. I will take from your ruach and pass it to them. Moses, you will be a router. And it happened. They started to receive the prophecy. The Lord came, I'm reading again, the Lord came down in the cloud and spoke within. And he took some of the power of the Spirit that was on Moses and put it on the 70 elders. When the Spirit rested on them, they prophesied. And they didn't do that anymore. They did not so again. However, 2 men, whose names were Eldad and Medad, had remained in the camp. They were listed among the elders, but they did not go out of the tent. Yet the Spirit also rested on them, and they prophesied in the camp. So the Ruach, the spirit of prophecy, is transmitted from Moses to the elders. The elders stop prophesying when they leave the tent, but 2 of them continue. So Joshua, Moses' assistant, spoke up and said, Moses, my Lord, stop them. But Moses replied, are you jealous for my sake? I wish that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord will put the Spirit on them. Moses is telling Joshua, may we all become routers. I was a router of criticism and objections, said Moses, but I became a router of Ruach. I can transmit Ruach now. So you can become a router too. It is possible to change the attitude, says Moses. You can be an agent of change, and you can be a blessing to others. You can be a router of Ruach, of Spirit, and not a router of complaints. That is the message that the parasha is telling. We can change. We can stop complaining and become agents of change and transmitting blessings to others. So, dear friends, after Shabbat ends, go change your phone plans and become routers of blessings to all of us and to others. Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach. We're going to continue